I wanted to briefly address the issue of participation and the issue of unity and diversity, or the one and the many. We might ask the question, how is one to account for the fact that many different beings do indeed exist, and yet each of them in some way shares in the perfection or unity of being. Okay, so we see the diversity and multiplicity of the kinds of beings that there are, but the kind of quote-unquote to-be-ness is shared universally through anything that exists, or in anything that exists, that participates in existence. So, for example, for a rock to be and for me to be, in the sense of what it is to exist, a rock has no different kind of existence than I do. It's just existence. So this is the issue of participation. Now, when we consider Thomistic participation, we're dealing with Thomistic metaphysics. And so we might say, first of all, there's a real distinction of essence and existence in created things. Secondly, act and potency divide being. Thirdly, the analogy of being. Fourthly, the primacy of the act of existence, what we might call the actus essendi. And then fifthly, the nature of participation. Briefly, let's just say that finite beings participate in, first of all, God's being, and then also in the community of being. So that is to say, to participate is, as it were, is to take part of something, or to take part in something. And therefore, when something receives in particular fashion that which belongs to another in universal or total fashion, the former is said to participate in the latter. And there are three types of participation. First of all, we might say man participates in animal or animation, because man does not possess the intelligible content of animal according to its full universality, specific notion in a general notion. Okay, so that is to say, man participates in animal because man does not possess the intelligible content of animal according to its full universality. Okay, so man doesn't, for example, own animality. Other beings participate in being animated beings. So participate, for example, in that way. Also, we might speak of participation as a subject participates in an accident, as in matter participates in form. And then thirdly, the effect participates in its cause. So we might say there is a logical participation, an ontological participation, and a causal participation. Any existent being that exists that does not have within its nature to-be-ness participates in that which God owns fully, which is esse subsistence. God is being itself subsisting. And then anything that is participates in esse commune.